You finished physical therapy and your doctor cleared you, but you still can't move the way you used to, and nobody told you why. Now, I need you to hear this right now. This isn't about you being broken or weak. This is about a gap in the system that almost nobody talks about. And understanding this gap is the difference between getting stuck in a cycle of re-injury and actually getting back to the life you want. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what happens after PT ends, why most people plateau or regress, and what the next step actually looks like if you want to move pain-free and perform at your peak again. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right, but still dealing with tightness, compensations, or fear of re-injury, this is for you. You're not imagining it, and you're definitely not alone. I'm Jennifer Scherer, a medical exercise specialist and founder of Fredericksburg Fitness Studio. We work exclusively with people who are in this exact gap, this space between medically cleared and functionally ready. And what I'm about to share is something most people never hear from their PT, their doctor, or their trainer. So let's start with the most important thing nobody tells you. Physical therapy was never supposed to be the finish line. Your PT cleared you, but you still can't run without pain. And here's why that's not your fault. Here's what I need you to understand. Research shows that up to 40% of patients discharged from physical therapy still report functional limitations and pain. And not because PT failed, but because insurance-driven care models prioritize short-term clearance over long-term function. And that's from the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy 2021. So what does that actually mean for you? It means physical therapy is designed to get you from injury or surgery to basic function, walking without a limp, moving through your daily tasks, clearing medical benchmarks. It's protocol driven by insurance timelines, not your performance goals. The moment you hit medically cleared, coverage stops, even if you're nowhere near ready to return to the activities you love. And I see this every single week. Someone comes in and says, I finished PT 3 months ago, but I still can't play with my kids without my back locking up. And that's not a failure on your part. That's a system that was built to get you functional, not optimal. So many people complete physical therapy and think that they've reached their peak recovery, yet they still experience pain or limited mobility or just lingering functional deficits. So here's what this means for you. If you're stuck in that space between cleared and confident, you're not broken. You just need a different kind of program. And that's where most people make a critical mistake. They either push through and then end up re-injured, or they pull back and completely lose the progress that they worked so hard to gain. Both paths fail because nobody told them that there's supposed to be a next step. Point number 2. Being cleared to move and being ready to move are two completely different things. Your doctor said you're fine, so why does your body still feel like it's one wrong move away from breaking? Medical clearance means you can perform basic tasks without causing further damage. Functional readiness means that you have the strength, stability, mobility, and confidence to return to the activities that matter to you. Most people leave PT with residual tightness, compensation patterns, and fear because they were discharged before they rebuilt the whole system. We bridge the gap between healthcare and fitness. We provide structured, protocol-based exercise programs that go beyond what physical therapy alone can offer. Here's the emotional truth nobody wants to say out loud. This is where people start avoiding movements altogether. They make excuses to skip activities. They feel guilty when plans change because their body isn't cooperating. They start to believe maybe they're just not meant to be as active as they want to be. Your partner's tired of hearing you complain, you're frustrated with yourself, and you're stuck in this loop where you feel like you should be better by now, but you're not, and you don't know why. I work with post-rehab clients who are within a year of surgery or injury, people who are technically cleared, but still dealing with pain, limited mobility, or lingering deficits. That's the gap we specialize in closing. Because here's what happens when you don't address this gap. Your body learns to compensate. You start moving differently to avoid pain. Those compensations create new imbalances, and those imbalances lead to new injuries. And suddenly you're back where you started, or you're worse. The system isn't built to tell you this. Your PT discharged you because their job was done according to the metrics they had to hit. Your doctor cleared you because medically you're healed. But nobody's responsible for taking you from healed to performing at the level you want to live at. That's the gap, and that's exactly where you are right now. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. You're not failing. The program you were given just wasn't designed to take you where you actually want to go. You're not weak. You are undertrained for the life you're trying to live. PT gets you to baseline. Medical exercise gets you to performance. The difference is progression, building strength, stability, and movement capacity over time, not just restoring what was lost. Medical exercise is protocol-based. That means each session, each exercise, and each progression is guided by clear medical and performance objectives. lives. We track outcomes and communicate with healthcare providers as needed, ensuring continuity of care from your first assessment to your full recovery or ongoing maintenance. After PT, most people either go back to their old workout routine, which might have caused the injury in the first place, or they do nothing, which leads to deconditioning and re-injury. Both paths fail because there's no structured bridge. Every client's program is tailored to their specific medical conditions, injuries, or post-surgical needs. We focus on safe, effective, and measurable exercises designed to restore strength, stability, balance, and mobility, reduce pain and improve function, and help clients maintain independence and quality of life. Think about what you're actually trying to do with your body. You're not just trying to walk around the block. You're trying to hike with your family, play tennis, garden for hours, pick up your grandkids, travel without worrying about whether your back will hold up. Those activities require a level of capacity that PT wasn't designed to build, and not because PT is bad. It's just serving a different purpose. You don't have to choose between being active and being in pain. You just need a plan that's actually designed for where you are right now, not where insurance thinks you should be. This is about closing that gap between survival and thriving, between I can do this if I have to, and I can do this confidently without thinking about it and without fear. If this is resonating with you, if you've been cleared by your doctor, but you're still dealing with pain, tightness, or that constant fear of re-injury, I want to invite you to schedule a free discovery call. We'll talk about where you're at, where you want to be, and whether medical exercise is the right next step for you. And you can book that at fbergfitness.com. Link is in the description. So what actually comes after physical therapy? That's where medical exercise specialists come in. There's an entire profession designed to pick up where PT leaves off. Most people have never heard of it. Studies show that adherence to post-rehab exercise programs drops to 35% within 6 months of PT discharge, largely due to lack of structure, accountability, and medically informed programming. And that's from the American Journal of Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2020. Medical exercise specialists are trained to work with people who have medical conditions, injuries, or surgical histories, but who need more than just general fitness. Here's what makes it different from PT. We're not bound by insurance timelines. We can progress you at the pace your body actually needs. We can keep you in structured programming for months or years, not weeks. Here's what makes it different from personal training. Every program is medically informed. We don't guess. We address, measure, track, and adjust based on objective data and medical principles, not trends or one-size-fits-all templates. Our medical exercise programs are individualized. Each and every client is put through a deep dive evaluation, including in-body analysis, gait analysis, functional movement screening, a fall risk assessment, and a full physical assessment. Every exercise is purposeful and measurable. Progress is continuously measured and shared with you and your healthcare team. We work with a wide range of clients: post-rehab clients who are within a year of surgery or injury, medical exercise clients who are beyond 1 year from injury or surgery, corrective exercise clients who are addressing postural or muscular imbalances, and then functional maintenance clients who are focused on preserving independence and daily function. We also specialize in conditions like osteoarthritis and osteoporosis, total joint replacements, hypertension, diabetes, obesity, low back pain, and post-surgical back recovery, as well as neurological conditions like Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, and stroke. This isn't niche. This is the majority of active adults who want to keep moving well into their 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. This is people who refuse to accept that pain and limitation are just part of getting older. The difference between someone who gets stuck in that post-PT gap and someone who breaks through is simple. They found the right kind of support at the right time. They didn't accept medically cleared as good enough. They asked, what comes next? Here's the truth most people don't realize until it's too late. Recovery isn't a finish line, it's a continuum. You don't just want to survive movement, you want to own it again. And here's how that actually happens. Exercise is one of the most effective tools for managing chronic medical conditions. It can reduce pain, improve function, and even decrease reliance on medications. Medical exercise specialists are about more than just recovery. They are about long-term management and empowerment. By providing a structured, medically informed program, we help clients take control control of their health and maintain the quality of life they deserve. What does this look like in practice? You stop making excuses to skip activities. You stop worrying that your partner is tired of hearing you complain. You stop fearing that one wrong move will set you back, and you start moving with confidence again. Our studio offers a private, personalized environment where clients feel supported and empowered, not overwhelmed or judged. Each program is carefully designed to meet individual goals, whether that's regaining mobility, increasing strength, or maintaining independence. We combine medical exercise with lifestyle support, including nutrition counseling with a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and functional training. Our clients experience not just short-term improvement, but sustained independence and enhanced physical performance. You're not just getting out of pain, you're getting back to the version of yourself that doesn't have to think about every movement. And that's the goal. Because here's what I've learned after years of working with people in this exact position. The moment you stop living in fear of your body is the moment everything changes. You stop planning your life around what you can't do. You stop declining invitations because you're worried you won't be able to keep up. You stop feeling like a burden. You start showing up fully. You start saying yes. You start trusting yourself again. And that's not just physical, that's freedom. That's taking your life back. And that's exactly what medical exercise is designed to give you. So let's bring this full circle. Physical therapy gets you to baseline. Medical exercise gets you to performance. Being cleared and being ready are not the same thing. The gap between rehab and real life is where most people plateau, compensate, or regress, and it's not your fault. Medical exercise specialists provide the structured, protocol-based programming that bridges that gap and gives you long-term control over your body. Now, here's what most people ask me next. Okay, but what does a medical exercise program actually look like? How is it different from what I'd get at a regular gym? That's exactly what I'm breaking down in my next video, the exact assessment process we use, how we design protocols, and what a typical session looks like from start to finish.